want you to know that Badoof is a god and he will destroy you all.
Oh, good morning, BBs. It's too early.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Oh my goodness, welcome to the first, best, and only morning show in existence. I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Saige Ryan.
And it's a big day.
It is a big day.
It is the biggest holiday. Listen. It's the biggest holiday, maybe of the year. You know, children tomorrow are going to be jumping out of their beds early.
It's true. And like any...
Did I miss it?
Right. And like any company, we, of course, observe the day before that like makes the most sense to work on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't... listen, we can't... We're obviously... Nobody should be working tomorrow.
Of course. We hope that you were all given the day off.
Any good employer gives anyone a day off for Badoof Day. It's Badoof Day, baby.
It's Badoof Day.
Woo!
Happy Badoof Day, everyone. We are celebrating today. You got a day full of Badoofs ahead of you. Oh.
No? Look, here's what's going on. Pokemon has said that January 1st is officially Badoof Day. It's happening.
It is.
What does it mean?
Well,
we don't know. Here's what we know so far. Pokemon has promised us a day of Badoofery.
over on their Twitter.
And we know that Pokemon Go is going to have Badoof Community Day this weekend.
Hella Badoofs.
So many Badoofs.
Oh, it's going to be raining Badoofs.
Oh, baby.
In Pokemon Go tomorrow.
It's Badoof Day.
It is Badoof Day. It's a very special occasion. We don't get to celebrate a lot.
Daddy, did I miss it? Did I miss Badoof Day?
You didn't.
Oh.
You didn't.
I didn't miss it. But Daddy.
Huh?
Did I miss Badoof Day? But Daddy.
No.
Everybody. It's so exciting. It's been a tough year, and we made it. We made it to yet another Badoof Day.
Thank goodness we made it to another Badoof Day. Hey, what's that, a subscriber?
Whoa!
Oh,
Badoof alert! You got doofed!
Thank you for supporting the channel on the first annual Badoof Day. We're going to be doing those all day. My stream deck is full of those.
The sugar plums and the mince pies. And the carolers.
Uh-huh.
I love Badoof Day.
The Harry Horror Show in the live studio audience said the Badoof readings are off the chat. I can't say a freaking word.
Now,
hold on.
What did Harry say?
Can I have one more attempt at that, please?
Wait, is Harry having a stroke?
No, it's me. I'm having the stroke.
Oh.
Look, it's Badoof Day. You must understand, I cannot contain my excitement,
Do you
Anthony.
taste pennies or smell bitter almonds right now?
A little bit of both. Harry said
That's
the
how you know
readings
Badoof is
are
coming.
off the charts. Also, Blue Nose 19. Thank you so much.
You got doofed.
Harry just said I didn't say any of that.
I am being taken way out of context here. Oh no,
I'm
5 gift subs.
I got no sleep. Oh,
5 gift subs. You got doofed. You got doofed.
We promise there will be actual news today. Oh, but good. Abria's here for Badoof Day.
Hey, Abria, you too got doofed.
We're so glad we can celebrate this holiday with our dear friend Abria.
Listen, it's the summer of Abria except for tomorrow when it's Badoof Day.
Of course, yes. We will be taking one day off from the summer of Abria and letting it be all about Badoof.
It's all about Badoof. Play that old Meghan Trainor song.
That old Meghan Trainor song, all about Badoof.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly,
it's all about
it gives
Badoof.
the same.
Yeah.
It gives the same thing.
That's the song. Is that not the song? What do you mean? It gives the same thing
But
as
you know
what?
what I mean? Like, it definitely accomplishes the same expectations.
Badoof's got a badonk.
Of course he does.
You got doofed.
As you know. All right, let's get into a little bit of actual news, shall we?
You mean less important news?
Yes, a little bit less important news. Look, Badoof is always going to be the most important thing of the day, but
I wonder if my screen is working now.
I also wonder. I guess we'll
I haven't
find
changed
out.
it. I haven't changed anything.
Well, then no. Why would it be?
I haven't done anything differently. Would it be fixed?
No. Anyways, hey, are you like me and waiting for Elder Scrolls 6?
I was going to say you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. Like you in what way?
Oh.
Is that a Prime sub? Is that a hype train? You got doofed.
If you're like me and you've been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6, you will be absolutely thrilled to hear that Todd Howard is like really thinking about it. It's like probably time to maybe start thinking about making the game.
We're thinking about making it.
Yeah.
We know that y'all have been wanting it, and so we're thinking about making it. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, was that a sub?
Aggressive Badoofing.
You got doofed.
Todd Howard said that fans should think of the game as being in the design phase. Oh my God. Abria gifting 5 subs to the community.
Getting doofed.
Getting doofed. Just filling the screen with doofs.
It's just, oh my God. Oh
Good
my
morning.
God. Calm down with the doofs, but we can't.
Don't. Don't.
But don't.
But don't.
But do.
What?
Roll that intro.
Why?
I don't know. I pushed the wrong button. I wasn't looking and I pushed the wrong button.
No, but then you just like.
Yeah, then I went like this.
Yeah.
It's Badoof. Look, all we're trying to say is they announced Elder Scrolls 6, and Todd Howard is thinking,
maybe we should make the game.
you know, it's been 3 years. It's 2021 now.
Hmm?
Should we get started on Elder Scrolls 6?
Wouldn't that be wild?
He said the quiet thing loud. He said the thing that we all know that they always pretended was not true.
Mm-hmm.
That they would never show off a logo or a trailer for a game that they weren't actively working on or beginning work on. You got doofed. Kurt Laurelton, you got so doofed.
As well as Soul Reaper Flores.
Soul Reaper Flores, that's also, you got doofed as well. That's a little reminder note on a Badoof to Badoof. Look, you can't just show a logo and a sweeping CG fucking world and be like, and then maybe one day we'll do it. What?
So the exact quote said, I have to be very careful what I say. It's a long way off.
Why don't you be careful about releasing a trailer, Todd?
I could sit here and explain the game to you, and you would say, that sounds like you don't even have the technology. How long is that going to take? And so it's something that's going to take a lot of time, what we have in mind for that game.
Todrick Tiberius Howard.
We're checking the tech. Is this going to handle the things that we want to do in the game?
So listen, the Creation Engine 2, that is their new engine. That's the engine that's powering Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
We thought once Starfield was done, they would use the Creation Engine and begin... We thought maybe they were already prototyping things in the Creation Engine.
We did think that. And there was that moment in that trailer that seemed like it had a little bit of a nod to potentially Elder Scrolls 6. And we were like, maybe we'd get some updates next year. And they're like, oh.
But now Todd is saying Creation Engine 2 simply cannot do the things that they need Elder Scrolls 6 to do, which is kind of interesting to me because you're basically negging your engine that hasn't come out yet. You're basically telling us that, like, oh, no, Starfield's okay, but, like, Elder Scrolls 6 is the one that's going to do shit.
Yes.
What? Todd! And Alonso, I want you to know, we're not surprised by this. We're surprised that he's saying it.
That's it. That's exactly what you said earlier, is he said the quiet thing out loud.
We're surprised that they're saying it. There's an unspoken rule for the game hype that, like, you don't say that you don't have a game. Remember, like
Halo.
Halo.
Halo Infinite. They didn't tell us they didn't make that damn game.
We know the multiplayer works.
Right. It's a little empty.
Look,
We're looking forward to it.
back in the day, one of the first things I remember, one of the first E3s I remember, fucking Zelda 64, which wasn't ready and looked totally different than it did. And they said it was almost done.
Yeah.
Or like Mario 128, which Miyamoto said is absolutely a game. And then 2 years later was like, oh, no, that's not game. No,
That'd be silly.
that's not a game. That'd be silly. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I swear to God, the last E3 I worked, which was E3 2017. Oh my God, the last E3 I worked was E3 2017. I mean, I guess there really wasn't much of one for the
Yeah, we
last 2
skipped a year.
years.
Yeah, we skipped 2 years of,
Yeah,
of
but
life
oh
in
my
general.
God. If I had known, I wouldn't have taken 2018 off.
Yeah, that's fair.
2017, I'm watching Beyond Good and Evil. It looks like it's almost a game. It's not a game.
It's not a fucking game.
It's not a game. Todd, you're not supposed to say that, though.
Hey, somebody's making a game.
Who's making a game?
Remedy's making a game.
My sweet boys, my sweet Finnish boys. They never do me wrong. They never let me down. They're never going to give me up. These sweet Finnish boys. Did I tell you I finally met somebody? Like, I always talk to people from Remedy, like, over Twitter and over the internet, you know? I'm the oldest man on the internet, so I do this when I talk about computers.
Yeah.
I've always talked to them digitally, and I finally met somebody from Remedy in person at DICE last year. And I was like, it's you! And he was like, whoa. Oh, okay, Anthony. I was like, yeah, what's up, man? I got so hyped. I talked to him about Control for like an hour and a half. I was so bad. The poor man. But speaking of Control, what if I told you? 2 new Control.
Oh, what if?
2 new Control. So we already know Control 2 is being worked on, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
Critically acclaimed, did rather well. You know? Was it, oh my goodness. What is it? It's just, we got doofed. On the Lord's Day.
On today? The day of our doof?
So we know Control 2 is coming out.
Yeah. But now we also know that a 4-player PvE spin-off of Control, which is currently codenamed Condor, is in collaboration with 505 Games. A spin-off of Control. A multiplayer spin-off of Control. That's going to be such an awful noise in that microphone.
It's coming, baby. It's coming, baby.
It is.
Me and the boys, B-O-I-Z, gender neutral. Me and the boys in the oldest house, running around, throwing trash cans at dudes.
Yep.
With our minds. Oh.
They said PvP or PvE. It is PvE as it was announced, which is very exciting.
It's so exciting.
That's very exciting.
We got it.
What is happening
We
here,
got it, but
Anthony?
it's weird.
Anthony.
It's like a weird NDI, but we got it.
It's fine. We can use mine. Just please.
So here's, please, my doof. So look, they've worked with 505 before. They have worked with other studios before, making content for them. And you know, famously back in the day, Max Payne had some multiplayer that people were really into. It's been a while since they've done. Been a while since they've done multiplayer for themselves, but why not try it?
Yeah.
Give it a shot. You're gonna be able to fly around and use psychic powers with your boys, B-O-I-Z. It's gonna be so exciting.
They said that they acknowledged there might be some skepticism about their ability to make a multiplayer game, but said that co-op games that you can access collectively with your friends can shine as brightly as any single-player experience does. And I think that's sweet.
So excited. So excited.
I think that's so sweet. I'm looking forward to it. They said it is going to be a long time before we show off these projects. I'm going back to the lab for a while, but don't worry. There are other Remedy experiences coming from our studio that I know you will love.
Alan Wake 3.
Maybe.
Alan Wake 3.
Please.
Sam Lake doesn't let me DM him anymore because I DM'd him a couple times about Alan Wake 3.
Did you get blocked?
I think I didn't get blocked because he still responds to me, but I'm not allowed to DM Sam Lake anymore.
I wonder why.
I was too excited.
That was an exciting announcement.
Yeah.
I bet there will be many new exciting announcements coming up.
That's right, and one of them is probably going to drop during WitcherCon. WitcherCon 2021. We're all ready for WitcherCon, the big event that did not come out of nowhere, and we expected and is going to be so good, WitcherCon.
Of course, WitcherCon. They said we'll bring you an epic lineup of panels with the cast and creators, season 2 sneak peeks, and much more.
And then they said, there will be. We just want you to know that we're not making a game announcement. There won't be any Witcher game at WitcherCon. This is really more of a Netflix thing. It's kind of about Netflix and not about
The thing you
just
want.
so you know, like.
And I love the Netflix series.
Love the
I
Netflix
am
series.
Absolutely hype for season 2 of The Witcher, no doubt. But it is odd to put on a whole convention, a whole virtual con day for season 2 of your show.
Look,
It's a first. We're trying new things.
I mean, at some time in the planning phase before, let's say, Cyberpunk 2077, was there a potential that they would have come out and Todd Howard style put out a logo trailer and said Witcher 4 is coming?
But they don't want to do that right now.
Listen, CD Projekt Red, don't show me anything except a completed game challenge.
Excuse me.
It's
I'm
Badoof.
working.
Hello, Badoof? It's not Badoof.
It's not Badoof. Badoof would never acknowledge us.
Badoof-
But we
and also
are loyal servants of Badoof anyways.
Badoof would not interrupt a show.
You're right.
Badoof wouldn't do that. Badoof wouldn't Badoo that.
Badoof would Badoo better.
Badoo better.
So
Badoof.
don't be confused when you see a lot of Witcher being pushed out on Twitter and social media in general to think that there might be a new game because CD Projekt Red probably cannot release a game until like talk about a game until like day of its release.
Yeah.
At this point, after the absolute dumpster fire of the promo leading up to Cyberpunk 2077 was.
Henry Cavill's going to be there, though.
That's exciting.
He's going to do a little panel there. They do have... I love this.
You think he'll build a PC?
They're calling it Geralt of Trivia.
You think maybe he'll just like
And they're going to do trivia with people.
talk about his graphics card?
Do you think we do know that NVIDIA did send him a 3080.
I know.
He did get to upgrade that system
I know.
because he was so proud of his 2070.
He was.
He was
Did he get a 3080 or 3090?
Oh, I think they probably sent him a 3090. You're right.
Probably a 3090.
They sent The Witcher a 3090. You know,
Just saying. Maybe he'll talk about a graphics card.
maybe he will. Maybe he'll talk about all of his cool. Maybe he'll talk about his processor.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Whatever. Not like we care.
No, it's not at all.
Hey, so very exciting news.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal got that next gen upgrade.
Ooh, we love to see those next gen upgrades. We love to see a reason to power on my PS5. What's up?
Well, you know, it came out for the PS4. id Tech, you know, the engine is always technically advanced when it comes to these games. Doom games very famous for, you know, like the last Doom ran on the Switch and they made it run pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
They know technology. So everybody was very excited to get this PS5 and Xbox Series upgrade for Doom Eternal. Now,
Of course.
here's the issue.
Oh?
You cannot carry your campaign save from the PS4 version to the PS5 one. So if you were playing Doom Eternal on the PS4 and you were like, I'll get started, and then I'll finish it when the next gen upgrade comes out. Whoops. Now, this is not true of the Xbox, just of the PlayStation version. Badoof Eternal?
That's very good.
That's very good.
Thank you, Monik. That's excellent.
And
That's
then
not good.
Also,
There can't be more.
yeah, there's an issue right now where people are having trouble actually getting the upgrade to work. Not everyone, but some people are having troubles installing it. Some people can't even get it to install alongside the PS4 one.
Oh, no.
Some people are installing it. It's still showing that they need to buy it from the store. It's tough, you know, and here's the thing. These console upgrades, these generation upgrades, have not been as smooth on the PlayStation as they have been on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to require a few steps, like download the PS4 version on your PS5, go to the main menu, upload your save data to the cloud, download the PS5 version, go into that main menu, re-download your save data from the cloud.
Right.
And as you do it, it will convert it. So it's a lot of steps. Whereas like on the Xbox, it's like, let's fucking go.
Right. Just play your game.
And
Which
that
is
has
interesting.
that has a lot to do with, you know, Xbox's has a lot to do with Xbox's total strategy of backwards compatibility, games as platform as just like this weird platform that exists throughout
Right.
servers in the cloud and all this stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's interesting because as Xbox has been more focused on being a platform, PlayStation has been so much more focused on these exclusivities.
Mm-hmm.
That we'll see what ends up actually taking public opinion.
I had some issues with that with Spider-Man, with Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and
Yeah.
some other stuff. Like, oh, No Man's Sky was like a real pain for me to do too. It was like PS5 just gets confused about these generational updates.
I want the Xbox. I have the PlayStation, so this is a very first world problem, but I want the shiny new Xbox.
Well, I have
Want
something to
one.
say about that, but first I want everybody to know that they're working on it. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna make sure that the game works, but they are probably never gonna fix this. How many steps it takes to upgrade to the next generation, because that's something on the PlayStation end. Did we just get doofed?
We just got Doof.
Oh, we got doofed.
Big Papa Smurf. Happy
You
Badoof
got
Day.
doofed.
Happy Badoof Day.
What
What do you have to say about that?
about getting doofed?
About wanting an Xbox.
Oh, well, something interesting happened yesterday that may stave that off for you for a little while longer. I was playing with it last night, and it's actually very good. Xbox Cloud Gaming, the XCloud, baby, is now available on Apple devices.
Oh my. Move that mouse.
You can now XCloud on your phone, on your iPad, on your Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
You can XCloud. And let me tell you something. I messed with it last night. I played with it a little bit on the PC side, just at a friend's place. I didn't have that Xbox, the Game Pass Ultimate. You remember?
Yeah.
We were talking about that, and then I found out. I was looking at my my credit card statement. And I was like, wait, I don't own an Xbox Series, and I'm still paying $9.99 a month for Xbox Live Gold. Am I gonna cancel, or am I just gonna take the special offer and try out Game Pass Ultimate for a few
What did you
months?
decide on?
I took the special offer.
Of course.
What's in the box? I said.
Of course.
I got to take what's behind door number 2, baby. You got to play the game. You got to roll the dice. It's Badoof Bidet.
Absolutely.
A Badoof bidet made by the people who make the little tushy bidets. Think about it.
We'll pitch it to Nintendo.
Okay.
Also, Duke the Piper in a live studio audience said, Rydian said, Badoof got an Xbox with a fridge on release day, surely.
Badoof's on the press list. Badoof gets everything from everyone.
Duke, of course, said Badoof already is cross-platform. Badoof plays all games.
But not with my heart.
Never.
Never with my heart. I played it last night. They are still clearly working out some bugs with the streaming and the the automatic upgrading and downgrading of picture quality,
Yeah.
which is something that Steam, messed with for a couple years before they got right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, 90% of the time it was working, and fuck, it's good, Saige. I sent you a little video of me playing Sea of Thieves on my phone.
It's the only way that you've signed on to Sea of Thieves.
And here's the thing. It's automatic. You don't have to worry about any of the bullshit that we worry about when we're signing on to Sea of Thieves on a PC. It's just like you're signed on to Sea of Thieves, dude. Are you playing Sea of Thieves now or what? It's so easy.
Game Pass Ultimate has all the Ages of Empires games. I just bought Ages of Empires.
It has so many games. I played Celeste on it just to see about the lag and how much the lag was going to mess with me. I did a really good job on Celeste.
Wow.
A Twitch platformer. And now it's here on Apple devices. And this is what's very interesting. Obviously, Apple, I don't know if you heard, they've been embroiled in some legal issues.
Always.
They don't want to share the money, or they want their share of the money. They don't want to give people the money. So XCloud, and of course the incredibly famous and successful Google Stadia, of which I own 3, is not on iOS yet because these companies, for the same reason you can't directly buy something on the Kindle store, on the Kindle app. Because if you bought something through an app, Apple would be able to say, give me 30% of that.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft doesn't want to do that, so it runs through a browser the same way Stadia does. You download a little browser icon to your homepage.
Yep.
And you just run that fucking XCloud, baby.
And that's really excellent. It definitely does not stave off my desire for an Xbox, but it is a cool thing. I am excited about it.
It's really good.
That's wonderful.
I want to buy one of those fancy controllers for my phone now.
Yeah?
I do.
It's so interesting because we've got so many ways to mobile game now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not currently doing any of them. I don't literally mobile game very often. I don't take my Switch places. You know, we have our Retroid Pockets. I have my 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many portable gaming situations. That would be a good bath situation for you.
It's great. Listen, bathtub gaming, to have the entire Xbox library there, it's wonderful. A lot of bathtub games.
Anyone who's been here before knows that Anthony loves to preach the way of bathtub gaming.
Look, if you are sitting in the bath, number one, if you're not taking a bath, you're ridiculous. And I'm not saying you should take a bath to get clean. You should take a shower. You should take a shower before you take the bath. That way you're not stewing in your own juices. But you sit in a nice bath.
Probably after too.
You put a bath bomb in there. You put some bath salts in there. You get a bath desk. I have a bath desk. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. And you sit in there, and I played most of Breath of the Wild in the bath.
Bath of the Wild.
Bath of the Wild.
I can't believe, have we not made that joke before?
I'm sure we have. And if we haven't, now we have.
Yeah.
And you just sit in comfy boy mode in the bathtub. Comfy boy mode is when you play with 2 Joy-Cons, either behind your head, or you're just laying with your arms like this. I mean, come on. So many good bathtub games. Have you even done a bathtub game yet?
I've never done a bathtub game. I don't really take baths.
If you did a bathtub game, I think you would take baths.
I don't relax, Anthony.
But number one, you should. We've talked about that a lot.
I know.
Number 2, relaxing in a warm bath with the bath bomb. You get yourself a multicolored bath bomb. They're fun.
Yeah.
You play a game.
One of these days. Hey. Here's what I would like to do. Oh. First, I would like my Stream Deck to work.
Sure.
Then, I would like to take a look at the Bread Boy.
Ah, the Bread Boy. Perhaps you've seen this clip, perhaps you have not, but Chivalry 2 is out. I played the first Chivalry, and it was just too jank for me. But I watched a stream. I watched good old Patrick Gill, friend of the show Patrick Gill from Polygon. Boom. Killed him with a bread. You can't play Chivalry 2, and it looks great. It looks so much better than the first one. You can use any object on the battlefield as a weapon. If somebody's coming at you, you can just grab something that's near you and throw it or hit them with it to kind of stave them off. This man did a back-to-back bread kill.
Double bread kill. Come on. It's an excellent
double
clip.
bread kill.
That second one is ridiculous.
That's like 2 ciabattas.
That second one is ridiculous. And I mean, a ciabatta is definitely hard enough to like headshot somebody.
For sure. You can tell because it had the dustings.
Mm-hmm.
It was a ciabatta, I think.
It was definitely a ciabatta. I'm with you there.
But
a bread spree.
A bread spree. There is a button in Chivalry that just screams.
What?
So when you and your friends are running into battle, because it's like 50 on 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you and your friends are running into battle, you can just hit buttons to scream. And all your character does is just go, "Ah!" It's very good.
That makes a weird spot in my brain happy.
Right? And when I was watching the stream, I was like, Pat, are you making that scream happen? He's like, oh, yes.
It's a scream button. Incredible.
So
Wow.
good.
I love all of the weird things that we can accomplish in games.
Yeah.
I think that that's really wonderful. I think above and beyond what is provided to us with games is the places we go with them. Bread murder.
Mm-hmm.
First person Sonic.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Over the weekend, a Sonic modder named Scythe posted a clip. And the caption just says, POV, you're Sonic. I'm going to give a little warning here for people who have a lot of motion sickness and things of the sort. Just...
Yeah. It's going to get a little...
It won't be pleasant.
It's going to get a little gooey.
It is probably going to hurt your eyes a little bit if you're sensitive to that. So just a heads up.
Heads up on the hedgehog.
Where is my mouse?
More like
All
heads
right.
hog. More like Badoof.
POV, you're Sonic.
So far, so good. Oh, that's a little...
Yeah, that's a little fucky.
Oh, that's a little...
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, he do flip around when he jump. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, it's enough slices.
It's enough slices.
It's enough slices. Oh, dear.
I think that's all I can muster. Honestly, I think that's all I've got in me.
This is for Sonic Generations for the PC.
Uh-huh.
It is a mod that is available. You can have that mod. You can have it right now and play first-person Sonic.
You can do that.
Here's what I want to say.
Mhm.
VR Sonic when? I'll try it.
No, I already get sick in VR really easily.
I'll try it. I'll try anything.
It took me a while. I've adjusted pretty well to VR, but in the beginning, I would put it on, and within like 10 minutes, I was just like, What I will do is I will post a link to the mod in the Discord
Yeah.
for you all, because why not? You can have a link to it should you choose to subject yourself to that. Oh, you know what's funny? Actually, and I didn't see this morning, Gatsby already posted a link to that tweet.
Shout out to Gatsby.
Thank you for sharing that story with us as well.
Thank you so much. We didn't see that. We are sorry we overlooked it, and thank you.
Yeah, I didn't check this morning. I checked last night. Forgot to check this morning.
Yeah, let me tell you. I'll hit you all up with some pro strats.
Oh, tell me some pro strats.
I'll hit you all up with some pro strats to put in things in the Discord. If you put them in right before we do a show, like the morning we do a show, we're less likely to see it.
But we still appreciate it.
We still appreciate it. We're less likely to see it just because it is very early for us when we do this show.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of people in the West Coast and or on the East Coast and in Europe who like submit things.
Yeah.
Because they get up in the morning, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," and they put it in.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see that.
Nah.
We're not gonna see.
We're
it.
not. I mean, look, when we started the show, we've been up for a while.
We've been up for a while. We don't want you to think we haven't been up for a while.
Of course, we've been up for a while, but like, a little while.
We do a lot of things like checking our investments first thing in the morning.
Of course, we're
and,
business people.
We run a 10K every morning.
Yep.
We do like a 3-hour shift down at the local soup kitchen, and then we come in and we do the show. So we don't really have a lot of time to check the Discord right before the show.
Speaking of business people,
Which we are. I got my MBA on the streets. I'm a street MBA, baby.
of course you are. I obviously passed the bar in the state of Virginia, so I can give certain areas of legal advice legally.
She can give you legal advice legally.
Yeah, legally, I can give you a little bit of legal
and
advice.
illegally, she can give you even more legal advice.
You're right. Let's talk about Sony.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Sony.
We were just talking about how while Xbox has been focused on crossplay, been focused on multi-generational things.
23
Backwards
studios now
compatibility.
under the Microsoft Game Studios banner, I believe.
Yeah,
23
doing real
studios.
well. Sony has just acquired HouseMark.
Fascinating. HouseMark. You might have already thought that HouseMark was a Sony studio.
They do a lot of Sony exclusives.
The last couple Sony consoles, whether it was the PS4, whether it was the Vita, whether it was the PS5 with Returnal, all launched with a HouseMark game that shows off the technology.
Yes.
But HouseMark has been making games for the Xbox as well throughout this whole thing. Things like Outland, things like that weird top-down fucking big murder boy thing that they did. I forget what it's called, but it was good. But Herman Hulst, our sweet boy Herman, who we love very much, head of Sony Worldwide Studios, said, "What's up? We just bought HouseMark. We own them now." That's a feather in their cap, I think.
It is.
And it does show what I think they're saying it's not, but I think this is a real arms race.
I think so as well.
We've talked about how Microsoft is not subtle about the fact Saige, I know you want an Xbox.
They don't want to make them. I get it.
Phil would really appreciate it if you didn't buy an Xbox.
They're okay with me buying this Xbox
Yeah.
as long as I don't pressure them to make another Xbox. They really just want to be done with after this one.
They want you. The games are in the cloud, baby. I saw it for myself. They
want
put
one.
pirates in here.
Give me that mini fridge.
They put pirates
Give
in
me
here.
that little gaming mini fridge, please.
I got a PC. I
want
can
it.
just boop it to my TV.
I want it. Let
Just
me
boop.
have it. I just want one little Xbox.
You can have one Xbox.
One Xbox
as
series.
a treat,
Yeah.
but then no more Xbox.
Store drinks in it.
Yeah. Just one more.
Okay.
You can have one more,
All right.
but no more after that. Now, Sony has not been taking this tact as much. They've been like, no, we make hardware, we make TVs, we make game consoles. This is what we do.
Yeah.
But they do sort of look like they're, if not trying to move into the same space that Microsoft is, they're trying to make sure that Microsoft doesn't have everybody when they do.
Right.
Sony wants you to have a reason to buy a PS6 6 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they want to turn PlayStation Now into something that isn't garbage. Who can say?
Evidence also suggests that Bluepoint was acquired.
Now, this is even more interesting to me. Bluepoint, of course, they are known as the port people.
Port people.
If you are taking a classic game or a current generation game and you need to put it on a platform that it was not made for, Bluepoint is who you go to. Bluepoint Studios, of course, did the amazing PS4 Shadow of the Colossus.
Bluepoint port people.
Bluepoint, Badoop, Badoop, Bleep, Bloop, Bloop, Badoof, and Bluepoint. If you take a look at their games history, they did the Demon Souls that just came out on PS5, which is an amazing, amazing port, amazing upgrade. Shadow of the Colossus. They did Gravity Rush Remastered. They did the Nathan Drake Collection. They put Titanfall on the Xbox 360, and they made it run. It ran. They're very, very good at this stuff. So by buying Bluepoint, Microsoft or Sony has basically bought the technology and port people. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What are we getting on PlayStation?
Very interesting.
Very interesting. I'm intrigued.
But it
I'd
also
love to see some fun new ports.
But it also cuts off some stuff. Like classically, they made the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for the Xbox 360.
They did.
They're cutting off other people's access to Bluepoint. Fascinating.
Yeah, I guess more interesting than them acquiring it because technically they still had access. It is taking it away from others, which, like, hey, everybody, monopoly is bad. The larger gaming studios all acquiring the smaller ones is terrifying and dangerous. And sometimes it's really wonderful, especially for some of the employees or a company that was struggling. But with these companies that are doing good work out there, we are slowly moving towards a monopoly that is going to be impossible to break out of under the system of capitalism.
Oh, I mean, listen. When was the last time you saw somebody who wasn't Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo try to make a console? It don't happen anymore.
Well, we did just get the Intellivision.
Fucking Intellivision. Oh my God. There was some news about the Intellivision, by the way. The Intellivision Amico, somebody leaked some developer portal stuff from the Amico, and they said basically the Intellivision Amico has the hardware capabilities of a $100 cell phone from 2016.
Oh no.
It probably isn't as powerful as our Retroid Pockets.
Wow.
And those fancy controllers they showed off that have the touchscreens built into them.
Yeah.
They run for like an hour to an hour and a half.
People are saying Google, kind of a console, mostly a platform. The Atari, yes. Soulja Boy, of course. KFC.
KFC.
You can't discredit the KF console.
We cannot.
And how successful those have been. Those are just PCs.
Google, yeah, sure. Google tried to release something. It didn't work. You can't get in.
You'll notice that Anthony has gotten like 8 of them.
They just keep giving me stadiums.
It's not working. Also, the KF console is just a PC. We know that.
But
I believe in collaboration with Cooler Master.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing is like Apple's getting in there because of the mobile market, right? Google's getting in there as much as they're getting in there because of Android, because of the mobile market. But you can't just make dedicated gaming hardware out of the box anymore.
Nope.
Because Badoof.
Because Badoof.
Because Badoof. It is Badoof Day.
Because the wonderful things he does.
Badoof Day, of course, is happening tomorrow. If you're just joining us.
Oh, if you're just joining us, if you missed some of the Badoof Day hype, happy Badoof Day. Every time there's a donation, every time there is another subscriber, you're getting doofed. We got a whole collection of Badoofs for you.
You getting doofed. Something that I think is interesting, you may or may not be into this, but I'm sort of into this. We got some mobile game news. Marvel Future Revolution, which is Marvel's mobile action RPG made by Netmarble, is going into beta. You can sign up for the beta right now. I have to say, first of all, we got doofed. Yeah, that one's a grower. You got to give that one some time.
You been doofed, Kalen Roar.
You been doofed. But I do want to talk about, this looks like some of the Marvel stuff on mobile has been very ambitious. I played a lot of Contest of Champions when it first came out, the mobile fighting game, because it played like a fighting game. It unfortunately played like a fighting game where you needed to like do a lot of micropayment-y stuff. But I love the idea of this mobile multiplayer action RPG in the Marvel universe.
Agreed.
I think it could be cool. Future Fight was pretty good. They're doing some interesting things. Is it as interesting as what that Badoof is doing right now?
Not at all.
Probably not.
Row. You been doofed.
You been doofed.
And Dova Chrono. A head pat for you.
Doofed. Speaking of the consolidation of studios.
Woo, let's talk about it.
Casey Hudson. You remember Casey Hudson from BioWare?
Of course.
Casey Hudson jetpack disappeared as soon as he could.
Fair.
You know, they were like, ooh, Anthem what? Fucking Dragon Age who? I gotta get out of here. I'll see y'all later.
Good luck with that.
He left in December 2020. Just a mere, if anybody's keeping track, December 2020 was 3 weeks ago. Does that feel right?
Yeah.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Well, he finally announced, and we don't have much to it, but he announced his new studio, Humanoid Studios. Today we're announcing a new independent video game company built to unleash the creative freedom of developers. That definitely sounds like somebody who just left from under the thumb of EA.
Yup. Yes, it does. And it's exciting.
Yep.
Hey, this is fighting against the consolidation of companies, allowing people to actually make games that are not something that's just under the label of Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo.
Do you remember a few weeks ago when Jade Raymond left Google and said the same thing. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't wait to have the freedom to make a game.
Yeah, literally. That was pretty much her statement. Was just, I cannot wait to get back to doing what I love, making games.
Just make a game. Make one game.
I just want to make games.
We are Humanoid Studios. This is the first tiny step in our journey, and we hope you'll come along with us on the adventure. They are staffing up.
They are.
If you go to the Humanoid Studios landing page right now, they're like, we're looking for gameplay programmers, we're looking for designers, we're looking for a director of operations, we're looking for a creative director, we're looking for 3D artists. They are staffing up.
Yeah.
He wants to make something big, and he wants to do it maybe without a bunch of micropayments, but I don't think he'll be able to do it in this economy. But good luck. I hope he can.
I'm not going to say that I don't think he can. They said they're looking to employ talented developers from all over the world. Excellence in arts with advanced sciences to deliver the future of interactive entertainment.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. That sounds great.
More independent studios, please. AQ Trans in the live studio audience saying, I think this will be the result of the Sony and Microsoft studio purchases. I do too. I think a lot of these studios are going to get acquired.
And they're going to fracture.
And these people are going to quietly wait the standard 4 years for all of their stock to vest. Because when you're the head of one of these studios and you get bought by a Microsoft or a Sony, you get Microsoft and Sony stock in exchange for your ownership of the company. So you sit and you wait for 4 years for them to give you all of your stock.
Yep.
And then you jetpack disappear. You pull that ripcord.
And he's doing it.
He's doing it.
And he's doing it. We love to see it. Truly.
Can you believe Jade Raymond was at Google for 4 years and not a single game came out?
Not one game. Poor thing.
Poor Jade Raymond.
All right. Let's talk about a little pop culture.
Like Badoof?
Like Badoof. Badoof, of course, is a pillar of pop culture.
There are 4 pillars to pop culture. There's movies. There's games. There's music. There's Badoof.
Yes. Television is on a lower tier.
Television is half a pillar.
Yes. It shares it with movies because they've become pretty much the same thing. Anthony. Good Omens 2 is getting a second season.
This is fascinating.
No one thought this was going to happen. It was a limited series. No one was expecting this. Sure, we all wanted it. We all loved it.
But book done.
So we didn't think we were going to get any more.
And they did the book so well. And Neil Gaiman at the time was even like, no, we're doing the book. This is not a series that's meant to go on forever. There's a story that we're telling. We're going to tell this story.
Now, BBC was involved with the first season. BBC is not involved with season 2. It is an Amazon Prime thing. It has been greenlit for the second season. Michael Sheen and David Tennant will return because, you couldn't do it without them.
How much fun do you think those two had together?
Oh, I love them so much.
They're so good. They're such goofballs, too.
I love them so much.
Have you ever seen Michael Sheen when he's not being a serious actor? Have you ever, watched him on a talk show or something?
Yeah.
He's a fucking goof.
And
he's a bagoof.
I love David Tennant with every ounce of my being. David Tennant is my favorite man.
He's good. He's real good. He's up there.
Right?
He's up there.
Of all of them.
Of all the men in history, of all the people in history. Now, here's what's interesting. There was, before Terry Pratchett's death, it took them a long time to make Good Omens. They were planning a second book.
Yes.
Now, Neil Gaiman says that this series is going to be based on the outline that he and Terry wrote.
For what would have been the next book.
Which I think is utterly fascinating.
I agree. It gives this a lot more merit to a second season, that there was more story to tell and they're not just doing it because it did well. We've also seen shows succeed at this. Who's The Handmaid's Tale?
Yep.
The Handmaid's Tale did wonderful after the book. Absolutely. I'm not currently caught up on it, but I watched the first 2 seasons fully and it crushed. Absolutely. Yeah. We got to answer a question that people have been waiting since the 80s for with that. So continuing on in that story, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. The thing, did you watch the video last year of of Crowley
Yep.
and Aziraphale in COVID and talking about COVID. Did we just get doofed? We got doofed.
I'm very excited. The second season will run for 6 episodes.
I love that.
And will kick off when they encounter an angel with no memory wandering London.
Hey. I like it. I'm ready for it.
I wish it was more than 6 episodes.
Me do too.
Me do too.
Me Badoo too as well. Me and Badoo too as well.
But that's very exciting. I would think David Tennant should be in everything.
Yeah. Find a place for David Tennant. If you're writing a show or making a movie and there isn't a place for David Tennant, I question the validity of your show.
Right? Like, can we talk about David Tennant as Kilgrave?
I was having a huge conversation with somebody the other day about Kilgrave.
God, I love Kilgrave.
And about how, well, a lot of things about Jessica Jones, but for a long time, up until WandaVision, I thought that the first season of Jessica Jones was maybe the best thing that Marvel ever did.
I agree.
I think it was the best, and I think a lot of people, I think Kilgrave is a villain that literally did not resonate with a lot of dudes who have never had to think about control in their own safety, which is why Jessica Jones didn't take off. Whereas literally every woman I've spoke to who I'm like, Kilgrave, they're like, scariest fucking villain.
That is the most impactful villain I have ever experienced in watching
villain.
Superhero media. And I consume a lot of superhero media, but that was definitively the most impactful villain.
Just
for me.
a dude who is able to just like, he uses his control over you not to do like, you're a superhero and I'm controlling you. Beat up other superheroes and rob banks. It's like, no, smile and be a good partner to me the way I think you should.
And then also rob a bank.
But mind control to rob the bank is not the scary part.
No, it's not. Tom Bydand in a live studio audience said, my godmother worked with him and said he's a lovely chap. Look, I do my best to not invest in Hollywood celebrities in any capacity, in their personal, who they are at all.
Yeah.
Because we know that always turns out poorly, particularly straight white men. But I'd be real fucking bummed if, like, specifically David Tennant did something bad.
I've heard nothing but good.
I know. That's like the one that I'm just like, oh no, that one would do a big
I've heard
sad.
nothing but good.
That one would be a big sad.
God, Jessica Jones, gone too soon.
Jessica Jones gone too soon. We deserved more. We
Dude.
deserved her becoming Jewel.
And nobody even like...
We deserved Jewel. We deserved the suit. We deserved the hair.
People weren't even talking about the idea, like, Kilgrave takes this white man in a suit who thinks he deserves everything, takes a black man who is successful and is moving towards everything he wants in life, and literally turns him into a homeless drug addict. Jessica Jones had so many fucking things to say about everything that's going on right now, and people were not paying attention. Wasn't she Jewel in the past of the show? Yeah, but we didn't see it. We never saw it.
Yeah, we could have gotten there. We got a bunch of interesting of her kind of discovering who she was and what happened and what she didn't remember.
Yeah, more Jessica Jones. More Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she never wore the costume. I want it. I want it so bad.
I don't think
want
she
more Jessica
would.
Jones. You don't think she'd wear the costume?
I mean, I would love to see, you know, like towards the end of Smallville, they did some things with like the blur and sort of like you see a little bit of Superman, but you never see it close up. I would like to see, like, if they did flashbacks to her as Jewel, I would like them done that way.
Yeah.
I think a whole point of Jessica Jones's character in Psyche is that she hates Jewel and she didn't like being Jewel.
Right.
And she feels.
But they like don't even acknowledge it in the show.
Didn't they show the costume once? Oh.
No, that's a fan edit, I think.
That was a fan edit? I thought there was something like
I don't think they officially showed it. Because they showed what's her friend's name?
Oh, somebody else was like trying to show her costumes to wear or something, and she saw a Jewel costume and she was like, absolutely not. That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. But man.
Ugh. In general, that show was brilliant. I even think their way of working David Tennant back in as this like lingering PTSD villain was really, really wonderful.
They got a little lost. They got a little lost in the sauce with Trish with the Hellcat stuff.
Yeah.
And they spent a little too much time on that. That's something that I think I think turned a lot of people off. They should have spread that out a little bit more.
I wonder if they were wanting to do a Hellcat spinoff.
Oh, for sure they were. They wanted to get to Hellcat as soon as possible, and I think that's what killed the show.
Yeah, I think they did do Patsy Walker dirty. And Luke Cage had an incredibly strong first season.
Yeah.
And then
Defenders kind of killed everything.
yeah.
Defenders was so bad.
I didn't watch Defenders.
So bad.
I couldn't do it.
It
I
is
couldn't
so
bring
bad.
myself to.
It's better than Iron Fist, but only because cool heroes are there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the Iron Fist showrunner doing Defenders, which that should tell you.
I watched a few minutes of Iron Fist, and I was like, "Oh, this is not for me. I'm good." I don't have time
so
for
many problems with Iron
this.
Fist,
I was like, I don't have time for this.
and I love Iron
I
Fist.
hate watching this.
Like I love Iron Fist, but that show, oh boy,
Rough.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Real rough. In other TV that lost track of what worked, Game of Thrones.
yeah, they're making like 1 million Game of Thrones, aren't they?
Aren't they making like 1 million Game of Thrones? We have been getting so many things. We have been getting pictures from things. We have been getting updates. We have 1 million titles out in the works. But out of the 3,000 shows currently in
There's
development,
the one that's like the Dawn of Man. There's the one that's like
Yeah.
the Targaryens rise to power. There's the one
Right.
that's there are like 80 different ones that we've heard about, right?
yes.
They're coming, right?
Well, not quite. Currently, House of the Dragon is actually the only one that's greenlit of all of these shows that we've been hearing about for literal years, which is very interesting. And I think that makes more sense than the 1,000 shows we've been hearing about, all things considered, the lack of faith in Game of Thrones as a franchise right now. They said nothing else is greenlit, but a lot of interesting projects are in development. So that's the only one that HBO has actually approved to launch. House of the Dragon has been filming. They shared a first look images of the cast that we covered, some of the people in costume.
Isn't
back
Lee
in
Pace in
May.
that?
And the premiere date is 2022, and yes, I believe so.
Lee Pace and everything. He's another one. The other one that we saw that looked kind of interesting to me is that one that was called 10,000 Ships. The one that was like 1,000 years before the show, and it was just all about like
Yeah.
literally the spread of the empires throughout the world. I don't know. And then the third one was the one that was set in Flea Bottom, with
Yes.
all the Oliver Twist in fucking Game of Thrones. That one sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool.
A Kodoroku in the live studio audience said, George R.R. Martin is not finishing the books because Nintendo will not allow him to put Badoof on the Iron Throne.
Oh, you don't have to allow Badoof to do anything. That throne is Badoof's. If you're sitting on the Iron Throne, it is because Badoof is letting you.
It's because Badoof is warging through Bran. Not the other way around.
Yeah, no. Bran would try to warg into Badoof, and it would destroy his fragile little mind.
And it is fragile.
Badoof.
HBO has pulled the plug on one of the spinoffs before. The network killed a pilot for Age of Heroes prequel series starring Naomi
Right.
Watts a while back. They decided against moving forward with a series order there. But the others are still supposedly in development. I think it's going to be a matter of testing that can they earn any good faith back with the first show?
Can I tell you what I
Can
think?
people look past the last 2 seasons?
I think we get one. I think we get the House of the Dragon.
Uh-huh.
I think it does pretty well.
Okay.
And I think that's the last we hear of Game of Thrones on TV for a little while. I think that's it.
Yeah. I would love also, I think that we're past that point, but I would have loved to see a lot of the pieces that we missed of Arya's story. I agree. There was so much that could have happened
Dude,
when dealing with the
faces.
faces, which I want to call the Mask of Many Faces, but that's definitely just a Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Where she's learning to be faceless and cool and
I would love
awesome.
a whole series about that order, to be honest.
Give me that shit, man.
That stuff was the most interesting thing happening that season, and they just absolutely
They
dropped
blew
it.
past it, and at the end, she didn't even need to put on another face to
No.
do the thing.
A girl didn't have to have no name.
Yeah, turned out her name was Arya, and she did just fine.
They set up something really, really interesting, and then we're just like, we'll leave it. We'll leave it.
So many things that they just left on the table because
skimmed
they were
right
ready to
by
get
it.
out.
Yeah, the dude who's able to just resurrect.
Oh yeah.
That was also really interesting. And
Oh,
they gave
yeah.
us so much with the red woman instead.
Yo. Come on. There was so much going on. Beric Dondarrion is such a cool story. The idea of Beric Dondarrion just keeps getting cleaved in half and brought back to life, and like, ugh. Beric Dondarrion rules. We didn't get Lady Stoneheart, which I don't think would have worked in live action, but it would have been kind of cool to see a Lady Stoneheart.
You know what I want?
What?
I want a Bridgerton-esque series about House Tyrell.
Ooh, baby, yeah.
I want a Bridgerton drama, like fucking cutesy, with elements of just absolute political destruction.
And then the war breaks out.
Right.
It starts off as Jane Austen and then
Exactly.
turns into fucking Tolkien.
Uh-huh. That's what I
the
want.
Shit.
I want a Bridgerton Tyrell series.
That's the shit right there. Hell yeah. Ugh. We're going to get none of that.
We're gonna get none of it, but maybe we'll get at least one series. So that's interesting.
I want to talk about, we got that Transformers news.
Yeah.
Transformers. Oh my God.
Comicbook.com, I swear to God.
Comicbook.com.
Shusha.
And why? I have 3. I've got uBlock on. I've got fucking so many things on. And comicbook.com is just like...
They power through
They
all
power
of it.
through and they find a way to throw 3 videos on the screen. Anyway, so I'm not going to show their page or a link to them. But we got the Transformers 97 or whatever movie this is. Is going to be Beast Wars, which a lot of people are excited about. There is a very intensely engaged Transformers community.
Yes.
People love Transformers.
They do.
But
But also, Transformers is one of those franchises that has lost the faith of a lot of fans.
But Beast Wars is all you really need to say to make anybody interested in Transformers go, huh?
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh.
Are you gonna Beast Wars? And we do know that they are gonna Beast Wars.
Yep.
And we do know now that Ron Perlman has signed on to reprise the role of Optimus Primal. Number one, I love Ron Perlman.
That's dope.
Fuck, I love Ron Perlman. Oh, and the fact that he is coming back for Optimus Primal is... Now, here's the thing. I thought the first Transformers movie was pretty good. I enjoyed the first Transformers movie. I thought it was kind of a cool take.
All right.
I thought it was better. I thought it was better than I expected it to turn out.
Okay.
And somehow they turned that into 7 more movies.
It was a lot of movies.
It was a lot.
I'm not you know what? I feel like Transformers wants to be Fast and the Furious. They want to be so big and ridiculous that it's fun again. And I don't think they have quite gotten there. They're still at like big ridiculous and not quite the fun kind.
Big Ridiculous is my hip hop name. Now listen. I saw Fast 9. It's perfect.
Did you see it in the seats that want to throw you out of them?
Yeah, I saw it in the 4DX. You get splashed. There's wind. When they're driving, there's wind. It's so good. There's strobe lights all around the theater. When they're in machine gun fights, there's like strobes going off, and you can feel it. When somebody gets kicked or punched, your seat does this. Like wherever they got punched. It is so fucking good.
That sounds like
If you can see anything in 4DX, but especially Fast 9, go see it. But here's the thing. People keep memeing this Jurassic Park crossover. Stop with the Jurassic Park.
Go to Transformers.
Go to Transformers. Car robots and car boys.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Vin Diesel can't lose. He can punch Optimus Prime.
He could, dude. Vin Diesel would Shadow of the Colossus Optimus Prime.
And he can do that, and he's not allowed to lose contractually.
Contractually, Vin Diesel would have to bring down Optimus Prime to at least a tie. Oh, mwah. It's so good, dude. And that is so obvious in this movie.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like there's a part where John Cena literally throws him through like runs him through a door frame. And Vin Diesel just breaks the door frame with his wide shoulders and just punches John Cena to the ground. My favorite thing about Vin Diesel in this movie is I do believe at one point Vin Diesel was a decent actor. He was in Saving Private Ryan. We all looked at Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan and we were like, that kid can act. Let's put this guy in more films.
Mhm.
Over the course of the Fast and the Furious movies, he's gotten so caught up in being perceived as the most hetero man that's ever been.
There is literally nothing more homoerotic than trying so hard to be the most hetero man.
And
because it's only for other men.
The number of times that they're just up in each other's face and mean mugging, and I'm just like, this is Kiss energy. This is definite Kiss energy. But there's a part where he has to show, he's got a kid now.
Mm-hmm.
Little Brian, named for Paul Walker's character. And there's a part where he has to show love to Brian. And this is literally, you're going to think that I am exaggerating this face. And I swear to you, dear gentle reader, I am not.
I'll be little Brian.
Lil B.
Father, what are you doing?
Lil B.
Father, please, what are you doing? Why are you making that face? It's okay. We're just...
Lil B.
Hey, Father?
Now you're my sister and you show up and I didn't know you were going to show up and it's been a little while and you're going to see this through the end with me. Okay?
Hi, I'm here and I have your back. It's family.
This family.
Yeah, I said that, Ben.
Family.
Dominate Toretto, everybody.
I fucking love it. It's so good. It's so good.
I would like to remind you all that you may think that Dom is short for Dominic, but it is not for Dominic Toretto. That is Dominate Toretto.
Spin and dash in the live studio audience. You're right. I do think you're exaggerating, but I still believe you're not. I'm not.
Yeah.
Gotta go see this movie. I think all he used to be an actor, and now all he can act like is he can't emote, 'cause tough.
'Cause that would not be manly, question mark? In whose eyes?
Name 3 actors that you see as the opposite of Vin Diesel.
David Tennant. Meryl Streep. Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's back. He's
Oh, I did it now.
Run that intro.
Badoof Cumberbatch.
Badoof batch. Badoof Cumberbatch.
Yeah, you can't separate the cum and the batch.
Badoof batch.
You cannot separate those two words.
I can and I did. And that is what it is. He's in that D&D movie.
Hey, Benedict Cumberbatch in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Y'all, I will take just any piece of news they'll give me about this Dungeons and Dragons movie. I'm so fucking excited about it. I'm the kind of excited I shouldn't be because it's risky.
Here he is pictured with the
dragon. I've decided to just let myself be that excited about it.
Yeah.
I have decided that I am going to set my expectations to the fucking moon so I can come crashing down inevitably.
Yeah.
I love this. I'm so excited. I am so excited that the mainstream attention on Dungeons and Dragons allows us all this exciting shit that we get from my fandom. I love it.
It's so good. And the cast that they've announced, this is stacked in a way that the cast of the last Dungeons and Dragons movie was not stacked.
Yep.
This is just as stacked as the last one wasn't. We've got now we have Benedict Cumberbatch joining the previously confirmed cast of Michelle Rodriguez, part of the family, Chris Pine, Hugh Grant.
Now, recently Benedict Cumberbatch did a little animated short that Dungeons and Dragons released on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, what did he play in that short? Do you know? I haven't seen it.
I don't remember. It was kind of like...
It was kind of a big deal though, because they were like, we got Humpty Dump Slapty Doo. We got Burbadim Bagadabom.
Yeah. So
he was Drizzt.
Did he voice Drizzt?
Was he Drizzt?
Did he voice Drizzt?
Oh, he narrated. He narrated.
He just narrated. That's what I was gonna say. I thought it was more of like an audiobook situation.
I was like, oh my god, was he Drizzt? If I missed Benedict Cumberbatch as Drizzt, I would never
No.
forgive myself.
Same. I was like, I don't think I missed it.
I would
yeah.
have known about that.
It was just narrating. It was more of like an audiobook
I would
situation.
have woken up in the middle of the night if that happened.
Yeah.
The moment it happened, I would have been like,
No, absolutely not.
Drizzt?
So, y'all playing Dark Alliance? Anyways.
Dark Alliance is on that Game Pass.
I know.
I played a little bit of it last
Did
night.
you? I'm sorry.
As-
I'm good.
As my boy Drizzt. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that that's very, very interesting. I think that that's great. I love seeing big casting news. I love seeing them, like, they're putting money behind this.
Do you know who
Benedict
else?
Cumberbatch and Chris
Do you know
Pine.
who else is in it? The Duke. Reggie Jean Page is in it.
The Duke has to be the prettiest person.
The Duke, like
Person
So-
of all genders.
So here's the thing.
included.
We live in LA.
Uh-huh.
We know a lot of people who work and act and do all this stuff, but you know, people are people. And even when you see like super attractive people on TV, you're like, when you see them in real life, they're just people.
Yep.
But there are some people where when you meet them, you're just like, oh, all right.
Oh, excuse me.
That's not, oh, it's not makeup and it's not lighting and it's not, this is what a movie star looks like. Oh, okay. I'm embarrassed to be around you. I don't know. We got doofed.
We did get doofed.
I don't know what to say. Have you ever been around one of those people
Oh, yeah.
where you're just like,
Where you're like, fuck you. Yeah.
it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. I believe the Duke is probably one of those people.
I agree. I agree with that.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for Dungeons and Dragons. I believe we've got a March. Yeah, we've got it set for March 3rd, 2023. We were originally going to see it at the end of this year, but of course, COVID-related issues caused it to be pushed a couple times. And you know, hey, here's what I'm going to say.
Tell me what you're going to say.
Take your fucking time. We've been waiting for so long for a good D&D movie.
Just make it good.
We've been waiting so long.
Please. We deserve it.
Ugh. It's all we want. It's all we want.
Well, I just Googled him. That is Unfair Levels of Gorgeous. Yeah, he was one of the leads in Bridgerton.
It's fuck. Zach. Okay, so Zach Levi. I've done stuff with Zach Levi before because he has that Nerd HQ and he does a lot of gaming stuff. He's a good-looking dude. He really is.
Yeah.
And he's taller than you think. Imagine how tall you
It's
think
usually
Zach.
the opposite of like an actor
Yeah.
experience.
Imagine how tall you think Zach Levi is. Add 6 inches.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a very sweet boy.
Mhm.
Very sweet.
Let's end on a story on the last day of Pride Month. Let's end on a Pride story.
As we transition from Pride Month to Badoof Day.
Of course. As the LGBTQIA plus community passes the torch along to Badoof.
To the BIDOOF community.
Let's talk about these IKEA love seats.
Yeah.
IKEA did a little Pride collection. Love seats, 10 love seats inspired by different Pride flags. Let's take a look at them, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
I bet there's one in here for me.
Yeah, there's
I'm
definitely.
a bisexual.
Yeah.
We start with the Two-Spirit flag, which is wonderful. I'm so glad that was included.
And I think that design actually, that might be my favorite one.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
We have the asexual flag. Okay, it's a weird couch, but we stand some ace
Why does the
representation.
asexual couch look specifically like a vulva? That's a choice.
Hard to say. We've got the trans flag. It's hard to see exactly what those designs are. Looks just kind of sketched in floral, but we've got a nice representation of the colors. Okay, we've got bisexual, of course. It's got a lot of hands on it.
Okay.
That's weird that it's got hands on it. And hey, what's
Now, one of those cushions, and this is why these love seats were trending, does seem to say, nobody believes you.
Now, the full statement here by the two cushions says, when you change or to and, nobody believes you.
Which that that is a good statement.
Absolutely.
And that is a statement of solidarity, and that's a statement of what's going on with so many bisexual people. But it do look weird on just one of those, and their hands everywhere. I think it's so. You can tell me. So you can tell me as the cis straight dude looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to understand what the two biggest problems are about this.
Okay.
And you can tell me if I'm close, if I understand.
Please.
So number one is, of course, the nobody believes you, which is a huge thing in the bisexual community. But number two, all the hands, which is another negative bisexual stereotype about bisexuals are just trying to have sex with everyone all the time.
Yes, it's the concept that bisexuals are just greedy. They couldn't choose. They're just too horny. So you're going to put hands all over it because you know us bi people always getting handsy.
Now,
you know how handsy us bisexuals are.
Well,
fascinating. We'll take a look at the others.
Yeah, we
might
can take
as
a look at
well.
the others.
We've got this one inspired by the lesbian flag. I don't think it's a cute couch,
Nope.
but okay. Now, the progress flag couch,
I could see you.
I would have that.
I could see you putting that in your
I would
living
own
room.
that. That's great. I'm not familiar with what exactly the progress flag is. I might just be in complete ignorance of my own. But to me, this does scream, this is the ally couch.
Yeah.
I hope that it has some genuine meaning that I am completely missing out on.
Is the progress flag and the pride flag, are they different? Please let me know.
I would love to know. We've got the gender fluid. We've got the non-binary flag, which is also lovely. I am going to say the harness looks a little BDSM-y on that couch, and I like it. This couch, inspired by the trans flag, big fan.
Oh, that's a dope couch.
That's a dope-ass couch.
That's fun. I like that a lot.
NB couch harnessed up. Yeah, right. And then we have the pansexual flag, which is also lovely.
Yeah, that's got kind of like a postmodern look to it.
So they did all of these things.
It's almost Memphis-y in design.
And yet.
So here's what we're gonna say. The person who designed this is bi. They did get people of each community to design these. These are not for sale. These are just art pieces. And the person did say, so I'm a poet. I'm a slam poet. That line is from one of my poems about how I'm never believed as a bisexual person.
Yes.
And I get it. I just think maybe the execution is a little flawed. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, look. As a bi woman, we're not always great at this. Absolutely. You don't become inherently informed. You don't become inherently above making mistakes that can come across as harmful to your own community by any means. But I don't think they got a single thing about the bi flag couch correct. From the hands to the pillows, it's
from the hands to the pillows, from sea to shining sea. Not great.
It's not great. It's not. I do kind of want that non-binary couch to be in everyone's home. I know it is important for representation, but I do think it is also a beautiful couch.
It's
as
also
well
a
as
beautiful
the Two-Spirit
and slightly kinky
flag
couch.
Yeah. That and the Two-Spirit are both absolutely stunning couches.
Yeah.
I do like this. Like, can you just buy that progress flag couch? I don't think you can, right?
And it's cute because they call them love seats because they're love seats, and it's adorable.
It is. It's lovely. We do stand representation. We do stand mainstream representation in not only just being like, we made a rainbow.
Yeah.
Look, it's a rainbow. Oh my God. But instead actually showing representation for the diverse community that exists. But you know.
Hey.
Whoops.
We do enjoy when a big corporation gives their money to some underrepresented artists.
Yes.
We
love
do
to
like
see it.
that.
And that is our last story of the day.
That's our last story of the day.
It is. Of course, we'll be back on Friday, so you won't have to miss us for long. And but.
And
Badoof. There will not be a show on Monday. Just so you know, I will be moving all of my stuff into the new space. So we'll be gone on Monday. Fingers crossed, back on Wednesday. I'm going to do my damn best.
Yeah. Do your damn best. That's all anybody can do. And that's what Badoof would want.
It is. He would want you to Badoo it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be our last ITE with Ann Shelf.
Yeah, it's true. In theory, maybe we'll have multiple shelves.
In the new place.
But
I mean, look. Our third cast member, Ann Shelf, has been with us from the beginning.
We love you, Ann.
We love you, Ann.
And we love you, BBs. Thank you to everybody who showed up and supported us this morning. Thank you to everybody who hung out and spent your morning with us. If it's your first time here, hello, welcome. We got a whole network of content here outside of this show. Obviously, come back for this show, but also come and join us for other things like D&D.
We got D&D on Friday nights.
We have a new show launching this week, which I would love to tell them about. Trouble in Techburg. We are hosting season 2 of it. It premiered on the Roll20 channel. Our own Kaylee Bray is in it. It is a wonderfully talented cast of creators that are doing that.
This is based on the Kids on Bikes system.
It is. It's running on the Kids on Bikes system, and it's very good. So come back on Thursday at 8 a.m. for that. So if you're missing us on Thursday morning at our normal time slot, we always got 8 a.m. content for you.
Yeah, just imagine that we're always on.
Oh my God, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
I'm fine.
That's tomorrow. And hey, we want to say thank you to everybody who generously donated, subscribed, followed, did anything like that on this, the day of my Badoof's wedding. 54 Aqua Snakes. Question, is that a beaver or a bear with an overbite? Just got here. Oh, how dare. How dare. But we will let you know that this is... How dare you on Badoof Bidet. Mar PW, thanks for the follow. Minecraft fan ATL, thanks for the W. Thanks. Whoa, and Kalen Roar with just another gift sub to Tuna Mouse here at the last moment.
Is it hard to read while I do that?
No, it's not. It's not hard to read while you Badoof that. We just have it's a lot happening. Soul Reaper Flores gifting a sub to Dry Water. Vizroth with the follow. Sweet Octopi, Primal 456, Red Zark, Samosa 666, Dova Chrono with the resub for 2 months. Hi, my name is Ro with the gift sub. Thank you. Grumpy Steen with 100 bits. Doof doof badoofy doof. And to you as well on this, the most hallowed of days. Mm-hmm. Kalen Roar with the gift sub. Wolvie Man. I'm just having problems today. Incanus 42, Mike Lank 82, Fishy 195, Greasy Kid 1, Holt Power, Kyle MD 66. Thank you all for the follows. Big Papa Smurf with the resub for 5 months. Pastel 77, Olix Meister, and Gamerly 1102 with the follows. Ronan Monkey with 100 bits. Shake that Badoof, and we will. Soul Reaper Flores with the gift sub. Kurt Laurelton, of course, with the 5 gift subs. Darth Stew 32 and Gravy Biscuits, thank you for the follow. Quiddy, Summer of Abria with the 5 gift subs. Buzzkill, thank you for the follow. Jay Swedler with the sub with Prime. AQ Trans with the sub with Prime. Jace Point with the follow. Kalen Roar with another 5 gift subs. Blue Noses 19 with a sub. Lee Green Griffin with a resub for 6 months. Happy first annual Badoof Day. And to you as well. Madcat 2030 with the follow. Jason 00 with the follow. Miss Tori J. Unique Gay Boy. Critical Misses, all with the follows. Thank you so much.
We love you, BBs. We appreciate you so much. Thank you to everybody who subscribes to the channel, people who donate. You make this show possible. But hey, money is weird. And showing up and being here is enough. That's why we make a show, is so that you will come and hang out with us in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So thank you for doing that. And if you want to do something a little above and beyond that doesn't cost anything, you could join the Discord.
You could join the Discord. It's totally free.
You could make a clip.
You could reshare the show. We have our VODs up on Twitch, and if you have friends that aren't Twitch people, we've got them up on YouTube as well. You want to put us in a GIF? God, I love being in a GIF. God, I love being in a GIF. Anything you can do to spread the good word, not just of Badoof, but also after spreading the good word of Badoof, of this channel, really helps. We are just a group of friendos in one living room, moving to another living room, trying to make the best stuff we can.
We sure are. And hey, Anthony.
Hey, Saige. Happy Badoof Day.
Happy Badoof Day to you. How will you be celebrating the rest of the week?
Oh, my stars. Well, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Carboni, but on Twitch, I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Today, we've been playing every single Zelda game in a row, and we have made it to Majora's Mask, one of my personal favorites.
Ooh.
And I got a little spicy surprise for everybody.
A spicy surprise?
A spicy surprise. My community all chipped in to get me a special something to wear while I play Majora's Mask, and that debuts today at 4 p.m.
So exciting.
Wink. In addition to that, you can catch my science comedy podcast, We Have Concerns, every Friday with Jeff Kanata.
Sure.
You can catch me here on Friday nights for Failed Save, our live play D&D show. And I believe next week I'm going to be a guest on Late Night with Brian Wecht, a lovely podcast full of lovely people. So go subscribe to that to hear us talk about all kinds of terrible garbage.
How wonderful. And you can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I typically stream on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, but y'all, we take a moving week off. I will be doing one final stream here in the apartment, surrounded by boxes. Maybe I'll just be packing on Saturday before I leave. So tune in for that. You can also find me tomorrow on the D&D Twitch and YouTube channels for the Black Dice Society, spooky D&D 5e show. And you can find me this afternoon on Smosh Games. We're going to be doing meme reviews. I think some siblings are dating. You know my love for siblings are dating.
Ooh,
We're gonna be
siblings are
playing
dating
some
is so
siblings are
good.
dating. I love it. I'm so excited. So you can catch me over there at 3 p.m. Pacific. Is that all my things? I'll be there Wednesday and Friday. I think that's all of my things for right now. And also on this channel all the damn time.
All the dang time.
Do show up and watch Trouble in Techburg tomorrow.
Yes.
It would be really, really cool. They are just lovely creators, and I am really excited that they've chosen to be on our channel.
Yeah,
it's very
same.
special. It's very special. It's the days when it goes from convincing your friends to do a show with you to just other really cool creators in the space that want to make stuff with you. So I don't know. That's great.
And then eventually, Microsoft style, we will turn from the small studio full of people just doing their best into an obelisk of inescapable entertainment and power.
That is incorrect. We are entirely independent. This show doesn't even have any sponsors.
I don't even have a job.
We would love.
I'm unemployed.
We would love one. So, anyways, y'all, we love you so much. We will see you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye, BBs. Happy Badoof Day.